Where's the mic? We're getting it. Okay.
Oh, man.
Where you want to finish the week, huh?
That water's for you.
Okay, it's an honor to welcome our 2014 HP Byron Nelson Championship winner, Brendon Todd. Brendon, it was a dominating performance all 4 rounds, highlighted by a 6 under par 64 in round 2, only 99 putts for the week. Just tremendous play all around. If we can get some comments.
Thanks a lot. It was. I mean, it was a dream week for me on the golf course. I made that one double bogey in the first round, and after that, felt like I just absolutely scored my pants off. I mean, it was just a short game display that I have a great short game, and even I'll say it was pretty special this week.
Yeah, been a solid season for you this year. You now move up to number 11 in the FedEx Cup. Just talk a little bit about how this changes your goals, and then also just some of the perks of winning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about sort of the relief of feeling like I finally have a chance to play the PGA Tour for multiple years. That's a huge exemption for winning. But, you know, number one, going to Augusta for the Masters is a dream come true. Going to the University of Georgia. We got to play there once a year in college, and that's a special place. So I'm really excited about that for sure.
All right, great. We'll open it up to questions. Let's go with Art in the back. Okay, let's Brett. Go ahead.
You mentioned your good short game. Apparently that also includes the left-handed shots. Can you take us through what was happening there and what club you used on that?
Yeah, I couldn't believe when we were walking up to the green, I saw my ball stymied up against the tree. I'd say I was fortunate to have a little bit of room there. It was a good 12 inches away from the tree. So I just took my 4-iron, which is my longest iron in my bag, and just kind of hit it with the back of the club, but I had to hood it a little bit to try and get it to come off a little bit to the right. So I kind of hit like a little draw putt with the back of my 4-iron. It just ran down there perfect. I didn't even care about where it went. I was just trying to get it away from the tree towards the hole.
You practiced that? Or?
The only thing I could say I drew on is my brother-in-law is left-handed, and I've putted with his left-handed putter before, and so I'm pretty good with it. So I just kind of tried to use that stroke.
Okay, in the back here.
Considering you've never been in this position before at this level, was there any particular experience that you drew off of, or were you just kind of taking it as it came along today? You seemed in complete control.
Yeah. Anytime you win at every level, it kind of feels the same because you want it so bad and you've been kind of dreaming about it. So from junior golf, where I won big golf tournaments, to college golf, where I won SECs and regionals, to the Nationwide Tour in 08 when I won, and then the Web.com Tour last year where I won in Athens. I drew upon all those experiences, but none of them were as nerve-wracking as this one. I mean, I couldn't even explain how I felt on the back nine today.
Okay, Adam.
Brendon, with all the Georgia alum that have won on tour, were you feeling some pressure to join them in that winner's circle?
Yeah, not so much pressure. I mean, maybe a little bit of internal pressure because I wanted to succeed. I wanted to win on the PGA Tour. I think they just give me motivation that I can go out there and do it.
Okay, Shane.
Brendon, you mentioned the nerves on the back nine. What are your strategies for coping with that? And as a kind of follow-up to that, do you use a sports psychologist or anything like that?
I have a coach named Bill McInerney who I talk with about my entire golf game. I would say he's as close to my mental guy as anybody. But I just try and stay really relaxed, focus on my breathing, and try and just kind of not think about much except for what I'm doing at that time.
Okay.
And that seems to help a little bit.
All right, Bill.
Brendon, how big was it to go from 17 to 18 with a 2-shot lead, that putt you drained there?
Yeah, I think that was huge. It allowed me to play a little bit more conservatively on 18, though I probably would have played it the same way no matter what position I was in. But yeah, that putt on 17 was huge because it allowed me to, play 18 with the confidence, knowing I didn't have to worry about, screwing up really.
Okay, Mike.
Can you just talk us through what was going through your mind as you were walking up 18 and knowing you were safe and you had it in the bag?
Yeah, I think I had a huge moment of relief there. Lots of emotions coming out, some excitement, some, even some joy, some joyful tears. I really felt excited walking up to that green.
Next question. Okay, Bill.
18, you played so well. Did you hit the same club yesterday and today?
I had driver off the tee all 4 days. I hit 9-iron into the green yesterday. I hit 8-iron today, but it was a very similar shot. I was trying to play it in the middle of the green.
Paul.
When you hold out of the bunker number 2, did you kind of get a feeling, hey, this could be my day when things kind of get started like that?
Definitely. I knew I needed to get under par today, so the fact that I got under par so early in the round and how I did it there was really exciting and freed me up a little bit.
Okay, back row.
Brandon, aside from maybe the final putt there, was there a particular moment throughout the tournament that you felt like sort of defined it for you?
I think there were so many saves, so many up and downs on the back nine, but the putt on 17 was the one, where that goes in, and I didn't even think about it. It was a huge fist pump and just huge excitement and relief there.
Okay, Mike.
So were you aware of what Weir was doing, how he started out so fast, and did that impact your thought process at all early in the round?
I had no idea. I never looked at the leaderboard today.
Okay, Robin.
Brendon, talk about taking that traditional walk up to Mrs. Nelson in honor of Lord Byron.
It kind of caught me by surprise. I was high-fiving fans as I walked up, but then when I saw her, instant kind of joy to be able to, thank Miss Nelson for having us, and it was a really special moment.
Okay, Adam.
Brendon, you bounce back and forth between here and the web. When do you feel like you really belonged out here?
I would say midway through last year when I was playing out of the 126 to 150 category, and I was racking up some top 20s, maybe even here this event last year. I was playing really solid. I think I had just won in Athens on the web.com and knew I was coming back to the PGA Tour, so I think I was like, okay, my game's where I want it to be. I've got my card next year.
Shane.
It might be too early to say this, or it might be too fresh, but is that chip on 13 the most unique shot you've ever made in a competitive tournament?
Definitely. Without a doubt.
All right, go Brad.
You talked about the emotions coming up 18. I wonder if you were able to see your wife in the crowd, and was she here all week?
She's here all week. She's here every week, and I never really saw her in the crowd on the last couple holes until she ran out to me on 18 green there.
Brendon, you mentioned that you played well here last year. Is there anything about the TPC 4 seasons that you feel like has suited your game since you have played well here?
Definitely. I think it's demanding off the tee, and I drive the ball pretty straight. And then it's so difficult around the greens with the ridges. You have to have a great short game. So, I think those two things complement my game.
Excuse me. What do you think about your game suits Colonial well heading into next week?
I think it plays similarly to here. It plays dry and fast, and the wind blows. So I can flight my tee shots out there, run them out in the fairway. Everybody plays sort of to the same spot, which suits my game because it doesn't become a bomber's game. And then around the greens, they're small, tricky greens, so you've got to chip and putt well.
Okay, Jason.
Brendon, we've had a bunch of inexperienced players, inexperienced as far as winning tournaments on the PGA Tour, who have won this year and closed really well, like yourself. Any explanation for that?
Tiger's not playing. No, I don't know. I think there's a lot of good players in golf right now, and I think that's sort of how it always was before Tiger came around, wasn't it?
That's funny. Right. Okay, Janice.
I just show.
What
What does this win mean to you? Really?
I think it's sort of that that spring towards the rest of my career. It gives me that extra belief that I can go on and have the career that I want to have, and really start chasing some of my goals.
Is this something you dreamed about, like everyone says, since I was a boy?
No doubt, yeah. I mean, just playing on the PGA Tour when you're young is a dream, and then to win out here is really special. And I think since I became a solid college golfer, I felt like I could win on the PGA Tour. So it's taken a little while, but now that I'm here, it's a dream come true.
Okay, Bill.
You birdied the last hole yesterday. Can you take me through what you were feeling yesterday and last night, and then this morning leading up to the final round?
Yeah, yesterday on 18, I just left it short in the hard on 17 for birdie. So, and I think I had a good chance on, or no, I didn't really have a good chance on 16. So I really wanted to get one coming in. I had a perfect number there on 18 with a 9-iron from 143 yards, and I was able to hit it in there close. And then, last night was definitely the full range of emotions because I felt like I could come out and win today, but I didn't want to feel like I was expected to win because there were so many good players up there. So it was more or less just kind of trying to keep myself calm and create a game plan for coming out here to succeed.
You slept okay and everything?
I didn't sleep very good.
Adam?
Following up to that, is that typical for a final round for you not to sleep well?
Not necessarily. I don't sleep very good sometimes. Sometimes before a first round or a second round, but obviously this was one of the biggest rounds of my life, probably the biggest round of my life, so I would say it's not that uncommon to struggle sleeping.
I asked you about this yesterday, the experience, the final round, playing well at Humana and having that good finish. How much were you able to feed off of that experience of kind of being in contention?
I think they felt a lot different. For some reason in Palm Springs, that place doesn't make me nervous because the wind doesn't blow and the conditions are easy. This place with the wind blowing, you're always kind of testing your nerve with certain shots. So I gained confidence from that day that I could come out of the final round and play well, and then today was just about coming out and handling the conditions and playing well.
Okay, a few more, Mike.
Going back to the Georgia connection, are you close with Bubba, and do you expect to hear from him or anybody else?
No, I'm not close with Bubba. I don't expect to hear from him, but the other guys I expect to hear from. I'm pretty good buddies with Chris Kirk and Harris and Brian Harmon and Compton and just Hudson. Go down the list. We're all friends.
All right, in the back.
Do you take a couple of days to let this soak in, or is it going back to work to get ready for the Colonial?
I'll definitely enjoy tomorrow with my wife and celebrate a little bit. Fortunately, it's just a short trip over there. And then I'm sure I'll have to play a practice round Tuesday and listen in the Wednesday Pro-Am.
Anything else? All right, congratulations once again, Brendon Todd.
Thank you. Thanks, Sean.